Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why the courses you buy are not making you money. And it's not for the reason that you think. Hey there, and thanks for tuning in and taking the time to watch this video. In this short video, I want to unpack the importance of doing only what you actually need to do in order to collect an additional 10K per month in profit for your coaching business within the next 3 months, because it's actually ridiculously simple when you really know what to do. Now, my name is Ben McDowell, and I'm the proud owner of Ben McDowell Coaching. We specialize in helping coaches scale past 10K per month. This phase in coaching is such a difficult one, and we help coaches do this. So, as promised in this video, I'll be sharing with you the order and sequence in what specifically needs to happen to have your coaching business successfully launch and scale. But before I do, I'd like to show you what kind of results that we have been able to create alongside our clients. And these are the same things that I'm going to be sharing with you now. So Kimberly has just booked in her first sales call with a warm prospect, but it wasn't always this way that she was able to book in people. Kimberly came to us having done so many courses, feeling frustrated, investing thousands of dollars, having made just no progress and very, very little movement into her goals for the massive investments of time and money that she'd had. And she was very frustrated because these other business coaches, they did not deliver on their promises. Now, Kimberly was relying on so many different outreach channels. She was really just relying on Facebook ads, on emails, on free challenges, posting to Facebook groups. She was starting to get really overwhelmed with the amount of things she had to do each day. So therefore, what we did was we focused on the first most important thing to get clear on in your launch. We constructed her offer. Now, there's a couple of things that are really important to do with your offer. Now, we targeted a niche, an offer. So what you have when you have an offer is you have an offer which is like your program, and then you have who that offer is for, and it needs to be niched down if you want to charge high ticket. So we made sure that her niche had the money to afford to work with her, and we made that offer high ticket. So I suggest you make your offer $5,000 to $10,000 each. Why do we suggest this as opposed to low ticket? Because it takes the same amount of time to acquire a new client for any price point. This is the interesting thing. It's not like in physical reality. Online, if you're an online coach, then you take the same amount of time to acquire a low ticket as a high ticket client. So we say charge 5 to 10K to start, because then you have fat profit margins, more money to invest in your business, in your clients. Then you'll be able to have a better service going out there. So there's just too much competition charging less, which is another reason to charge high ticket. You won't stand out if you don't, so you may as well charge more to stand out more. And honestly, the times I've charged 1K and the times I've charged 10K or 30K for an offer, and this is after I have made over $1 million in sales, the same number of people bought the offer, which is really weird. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's just a fact about the game. So a key tip here is that we recommend that you really solve a problem worth investing in. So what you're going to find is that people don't pay based on how much money they have. People pay based on how much of a priority it is to solve a specific problem. If you think about if you needed heart surgery or brain surgery, you would find $20,000 to pay for that. But if you wanted to go to like a yoga class or, get like a massage for like, $150, if you needed heart surgery, which one would you prioritize? So the thing is, it's not about how much it costs. Which you need to understand is that it's actually about, is this problem a priority for someone to invest in? So that's super important. The next thing with offer is set the time frame that is taken for your program. Make sure the time frame that you are coaching people in, if it's a 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, make sure it's shorter than how long it would take them to get the same results by themselves. This is very much a key point, because in their mind, if the program length is short enough, much shorter than it would take them to do it themselves, then in their mind they will see it as illogical to spend that additional time doing it by themselves, because time is something you don't ever get back. And so they will want to save their time by doing it with you. Now, the key that most coaches don't realize is that things are only perceived as valuable when there is not much of it. So setting low intake numbers and leveraging this scarcity, like there's not much left, and it increases this urgency to act. So really, people perceive value in a service when there isn't much of it. And if people think they can work with you whenever they want, why would they choose to do it now? You have to give them a reason to get off the fence. So setting these low intake numbers, making it with like they can only work with you every 3 months. You have intake dates, you have 3 people that can come in every 3 months, and that's it. This will also make your confidence much higher. So that when you make an offer, people will say, oh, I couldn't jump in before. Now they're going to want to jump in. So with Kimberly, we focused on the next step, which is focusing on 1 to 2 client acquisition channels. This is our marketing pillar. She serves professional women to get more energy. This is in our offer and our audience. And our niche area, this audience specifically hangs out a lot on Facebook. So we gave her systemized Facebook workflows that she could apply, a CRM to track her leads that got her product actually converting. So what we'll be doing with Kimberly next in the coming months is really ramping up the appointments she's setting, ramping those right up by her setting them, and then literally hiring a VA, putting that in her company, placing that VA in her company to take over all of those manual tasks she's doing with her outreach. So all coaches spend too long doing outreach manually so that she can spend more time serving and less time actually doing outreach. So this is what we did. We gave her these workflows, we gave her these CRMs, and then the next step is that all coaches do is delegate. Delegate this, make it be managed by ideally a $3 per hour VA, and automate it at 20 to 40 appointments per month. You just pump up the volume. Once you're converting meetings, just ramp up the volume, because it's the same thing done more often. So lastly, we taught her our 2-step soft selling system, which she's in the process of applying now. And I really suggest that all coaches that charge high ticket use some kind of soft selling system, like a 2-step system. First, you want to have like a 15-minute call, which is like a pre-qualification call, qualifying the lead and gaining what's called conditional commitment. This is where you qualify the lead for being a good fit to work with you and gauge their readiness to invest before going all out in a 45-minute session with the wrong person. So you gain conditional commitment, which is them saying, yes, I want to work on this problem and I want to work on it with you. And then you sell them your high ticket offer and you get financial commitment. And then you close them. It's super simple. Now you can charge a small amount like $50 or $100. When I started out 3 years ago, this is what I did. I had no confidence. So I needed to start also with this kind of system. So regardless if you have no confidence or you have confidence, this is a very important way to start, a good way. So $50 or $100 for the first session to get into the second session. And you get this financial commitment up front, because when someone has paid you $50 or $100 for an hour session, they are much more likely to pay again. Those that pay again. So you have this session and you close them into your program. Now, because she was targeting one single niche, with one single offer, with one single marketing channel, one single outreach channel, one single system, with one single sales system, it was a 2-step system, but it's just one of them. It's the rule of one. If you focus your energy and attention in one direction consistently, and that direction works, then you will get a response faster than if you dabble in many different directions. So because she did this, she felt more relaxed. She felt more empowered. She felt like she was creating success. And because of that newfound confidence, she easily booked her first call within just a few weeks. So right now, our company is focusing on coaches and consultants that are sitting below $10K per month, So we've been able to craft really great strategies on pinpointing the specific areas that are easy enough to solve that provide asymmetrically large returns for coaches. Now, if you're wanting to gain more clarity on how to fill the knowledge gaps in the above, and you notice that you've got knowledge gaps, so you can scale your coaching business, I've dropped a link in the description below, and you can have a free implementation walkthrough session to connect with me on a more one-on-one customized basis. So the outcome of solving the offer problem is that you have the clarity and the confidence you always wanted in your offer. While you go and talk about it, you feel congruent, that it can actually get results that last. You'll feel valued for the amount of time you wish to invest in your clients, and you'll be paid so much better. When people solve the knowledge gaps in their marketing, they become able to discuss their offer and message much more clearly in their content, and they feel more empowered. They feel like they have a more attractive way, an easier way, an easy to follow, easy to understand, structured set of daily actions that they can take so they can measure the progress over time, which makes them feel more comfortable and enjoying their work. So solving the sales knowledge gaps removes a lot of the fear and the doubt and the stress from your sales processes. And really, it's like causing you to feel that these interactions are just a friendly conversation, which you get paid big bucks to have. So coaches that do not solve these three problems, these three areas, they go through a lot of fear and they end up playing out patterns of dipping their toes in many systems. And because of this, none of them work, because running a successful business is an incredibly complex set of processes. Now, if you recognize that you have some gaps in knowledge and you have the desire to fill them or to understand more on what may be keeping your coaching business stuck below 10K per month, follow the link in the description below to book in your 15-minute walkthrough call where we will discover and provide some methods to you to bridge the gap. If at the end of the call you would like to work with us to help you solve the knowledge gaps you may currently have, you will have that option as well. And if you don't want to, then you can just take away the whole process and implement it yourself. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video.